What's going on YouTube? So in today's video we're going to be driving to Orlando Speed World, and Nicole is going to be driving some exotic cars. Alright, so we're going to take the Camaro because I want to show you all exactly how the decel tables work. I've had a lot of people say, oh, it's super obnoxious, but it's actually very intentional. So the way that JD tuned it was I have to basically apply greater than 3% throttle while decelling after 3,000 RPMs. So I can still drive this car completely normal. It's just if I want to be obnoxious, I can. So I'm going to show you all exactly how that works in the tune. And if you're interested, make sure you hit up JD at JSpeedTuning on Instagram. All right, we're heading out in the Camaro. I'm just letting it warm up because it is a cold day in Florida. If you look right here, 55 degrees out. Now for you northerners, that you're probably gonna laugh at us because that doesn't seem very cold, but in Florida the humidity is always like 90% or higher, so it is a very wet cold, so you feel it a lot more. Think about like if you're up north when it's snow on the ground but it's raining outside. That's about the closest I can kind of describe it to you all, because it's a very moist cold. So we're gonna go ahead and head out once the car warms up, and then I'm gonna show you guys kind of how the pop tune works. As usual, we need to turn party mode on because having the angle kit in this Camaro, it's interesting. The Ackerman settings that I have right now on this knuckle, and it's a fixed Ackerman setting, so I can't change it right now, but Luke is designing adjustable Ackerman, and that's really the only thing this angle kit needs to be competitive with, you know, the other big players in the market. But because the Ackerman is set in stone, if I leave traction control on, since the leading wheel turns at a higher speed than the trailing wheel does, the sensors detect that and it fights you. It'll apply braking on its own without me doing anything. So if you don't turn this off before you drive, things get sketchy really quickly. So we got that turned off, car's warmed up, we're ready to rock. So you notice right now if I decel, nothing happens, it drives normal. Even if I wanted to downshift, I'm above 3,000 RPMs and it's downshifting like normal. So I can drive it completely normal if I want to. I have to be very intentional if I wanted to make the pops. Now in the video that I had on Instagram, it got a lot of hate saying, oh, it sounds obnoxious. And again, it's completely on the driver. It's nothing on the tuner. If I want it to sound obnoxious, I'll give you an example. I can keep it decelling, but if I wanted it to just be kind of subtle, notice how I start and then I'm off, right? So similar to, I don't know, the BMWs kind of have that pop tune downshift effect, if you will. So it really just depends on how the driver does it. Same thing with shifting. I'll go ahead. I'm above 3,000 RPM. Notice how when I shift, there can be just a slight pop. I think that's cool, but again, that's all in the driver because I'm letting off the throttle slightly to cause the pop. Now I just shifted, no pop, because I'm letting completely off the throttle. So again, the way that it works, at least the way that JD tuned it, the driver has to be very intentional. You have to still apply some throttle greater than 3%. You have to be over 3,000 RPMs. And then as long as you stay partial throttle while decelling, that's when it's gonna make the pop. So in my opinion, it's not, you know, it's not a tune that is gonna be obnoxious all the time. It's something that the driver has to do. So I think it's cool to have that option. And here's the thing for everyone saying, oh, that's obnoxious, it's gonna create attention. Drifting creates attention. Drifting is obnoxious. So it would make no sense for me to, for example, make this car quiet, right? Put a very quiet exhaust on it. Take the wrap off of it. Make it look very sleeper, if you will. Drifting in its nature is not that way, right? That's not the culture of drifting. So being obnoxious is what I was looking for. I asked JD to do that tune on it. And as you can see, if I want to drive normal, I can drive normal.
lady's gonna be driving a Lambo. Oh boy, we got Davey in there. What up, Davey? Hey, this guy does not know how to respond to text messages.
I'm busy.
I made it out though.
Yeah, I see that. It's the most beautiful drift car I've ever driven.
Oh yeah, bro, that thing is loud too, man.
Yeah, it's fast, man.
So we're getting the Lambo.
You're getting the Lambo?
Yeah. Are you not doing the ride-alongs on that?
I mean, I can pretty much drive whatever I want.
Hop in there.
Yeah.
How do you do it? Do you do them a lap, or you just let them do their thing?
When they're driving
Yeah.
or when they're riding?
Yeah, when they're driving.
When I ask them if they want to do the paddles or whatever, get them comfortable, and then tell them where to brake. And some of these guys have a lot of experience in autocrossing, so some of them are pretty good. Like, he was actually pretty good. That was his first time autocrossing.
Nice.
And he did fairly well. But yeah, just let them do their thing.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, so we got Davey behind the Lamborghini. He's a fellow, oh my bad, the Huracan.
That is a Lamborghini.
Fellow wheelman, but now that we know how to launch it,
control.
That's right, he wants to give it a whirl.
Shout out to Zach for figuring out how to turn the launch control.
Oh yeah. So if you guys don't recognize the person, he has the S550 that I tandem with a lot, but he's always whipping that thing, and I seen on his story that he was doing the exotic experience here, so took the hour drive to come out and have some fun.
All right, you guys ready to
Racer
launch
mode
this thing?
engage.
Ready to launch this thing?
Woohoo! Understeer, car hates turning.
Loves going straight though.
Oh yeah.
That's that understeer, you hear that?
Oh yeah. Almost got the cone. Understeer is so mad.
Horrible.
Oh, there goes the cone. You know you're a drifter when you let go of the steering wheel coming out of the apex. Thing I dislike is just the bump on the understeer. So bad.
It is really bad.
You would think with mag ride and all that it would do better, but you gonna give your boy some turn? This man ran like 20 laps. That's hilarious. All right, so now what's your take on the 3 cars?
Hopefully
this one moved up a little bit.
It did move up.
Okay. You still prefer
but I
the
don't
Ferrari?
think it moved up, but I don't think it passed anybody.
Okay.
So
okay.
I still like the Ferrari the most, even for an all-around autocross car. It's just so light and it handles so well in the corners, especially with all the stability on. The C8 is probably the best car here at this track, this style. It just handles so well. It doesn't really break loose unless you want it to. And this car, it's all-wheel drive. It's not made for this. It's out here doing the thing. It doesn't really like it, but it's still working.
Yeah, had to force it. Well, I appreciate the ride along, brother.
Yeah, man, for sure. Appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, dude.
All right, boys and girls, that wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it wasn't super action-packed, but we had to come out to Orlando Speed World and support the friends here that are running the exotic car experience. They had 3 cars. Davey thinks that for this track, because again, it is a really tight track, the C8 outperforms all of those cars, which I think is just a testimony to the direction that Chevrolet is going. I'm not just saying that since I own Chevrolets, but I really think the engineering in the C8 Corvette is incredible. I didn't get a chance to drive it. He told me if I stayed later, he would have let me drive the other cars, but I wanted to give everyone that was here an opportunity to get their laps in, and truthfully I didn't feel like waiting out here in the cold for hours to drive the car some more. So that wraps up this video. Make sure you like and subscribe while you're here, and we will frickin' see you next time.